Picture this. You are sitting on your couch, looking at your fluffy, sleepy golden retriever. He rolls over, lets out a tiny sigh, and begs for a piece of your cheese. It is adorable. But if you zoom out and look at the actual biology, what you are looking at is a genetically modified Ice Age apex predator that successfully hacked the human brain to get free rent. We like to think that humans chose dogs, but the brutal evolutionary truth? Dogs domesticated us. To understand how this happened, we have to travel back 30,000 years to the Ice Age. There is a popular myth that a prehistoric caveman found a wild, shivering wolf pup in the snow, brought it back to the campfire, and tamed it. Evolutionary biologists now know this is a complete lie. Trying to tame a wild Ice Age wolf would have been a terrible idea. They were massive, highly aggressive pack hunters. A prehistoric human wasting precious meat on a wild predator would have been evolutionary suicide. So, how did they get into our houses? They broke in through the trash. As ancient humans set up nomadic camps, they left behind massive piles of animal bones and food scraps. The wolves that were highly aggressive or terrified of humans stayed in the woods and had to hunt mammoths to survive, which was incredibly dangerous. But there were a few wolves with naturally lower baseline adrenaline. They were a little more chill, a little less aggressive, and a little more curious. They realized that eating human garbage was way easier than hunting. Here is the harsh math of evolution. The chill wolves got the free food. Because they got the food, they didn't starve, and they had more puppies. Those puppies inherited that chill DNA. Generation after generation, natural selection favored the wolves that were the biggest cowards. Scientists literally call this survival of the friendliest. But here is where the biology gets weird. As these wolves became friendlier over thousands of years, their bodies started to glitch out. This is a real phenomenon called domestication syndrome. When a species experiences a massive drop in adrenaline and stress hormones over multiple generations, it accidentally alters their stem cells. The wolves' snouts got shorter, their teeth shrank, their coats became spotted, and most noticeably, their ears stopped standing straight up and became floppy. By lowering their aggression, evolution accidentally trapped them in their puppy phase forever. But the final step of this evolutionary takeover wasn't physical. It was chemical. As dogs evolved alongside humans, they developed a very specific tiny muscle above their eyes. Wild wolves do not have this muscle. It exists for one reason. It allows dogs to raise their inner eyebrows to make the classic puppy dog eyes. When a dog makes this specific face at a human, it triggers a massive release of a chemical called oxytocin in the human brain. Oxytocin is the exact same bonding hormone that floods a human mother's brain when she looks at her newborn baby. Dogs literally evolved a facial muscle to hijack the human maternal bonding system. They biologically tricked our brains into thinking they are our children, so we would feed them and protect them. It was the greatest trade deal in the history of the planet. Humans got a prehistoric alarm system with an incredible sense of smell to protect our camps from bears. And in exchange, the descendants of the most terrifying predator of the Ice Age get to sleep on a memory foam mattress and eat premium chicken kibble. So the next time your dog gives you those sad eyes for a piece of your dinner, just give it to them. You aren't just giving them a treat, you are falling for a 30,000-year-old psychological trap.